All right, g'day, hi, and welcome. Just making my way to the store. So yeah, I swapped out the chains on the tree piranha yesterday when I was over here cutting way back there. That's the Manitoba maples way in the back there. I don't know if I'll be able to film it. I'd like to, because they're going to be up in the trees and you're going to see what kind of mangly mess kind of sawing I do, and then you'll understand why I go on about lightweight saws. Like, the power to weight is so important for a guy like me, where you need as much power as you can get with the lightest weight you can get. So the thing I'm getting at is that the 400 might be the perfect saw for just all around kind of anything and everything for me. People go on, oh, it's not enough power, not enough power. Guys, I was you know, branches, again, probably a little bit thicker than the hydro pole here, completely vertical like that, still stuck to the tree, come around without pinching the bar. I did that on two of them. Blew, like, you have to back off the trigger with this saw because it cuts that fast, you know. So anything under 16 inch, that saw is going to be, doesn't matter what kind of wood. Okay, maybe oak or something like that, or an elm, something really hard and dense like that might be a little bit trickier to you know, it'll slow down the saw a bit, but anything less dense than that, it's going to blow through it pretty fast. It is a fast enough saw. So is it as fast as the 500i? Probably not. But from the testing I've seen people just doing, like, you know, like controlled tests, it seems like for what would take you 10 seconds to go through with the 400, for the same length bar, the 500i will do it in maybe about 7.5 seconds. So a 2.5 second difference is a big difference when you get into thicker stuff. But when you get into the thinner stuff, there's probably only about a 2 second difference. So you'd say that makes a huge difference. But if you were to ask me yesterday, out of the 5 hours, what did I spend more time moving branches, knocking stuff out of the way, and you know, like going up and down the ladder, well, that's what you spend most of it. So how much more would you cut with a 500i yesterday? Probably not much more, you wouldn't be able to distinguish that, you know what I mean? The only way you would get a real lead on, like, how fast a saw cuts is not going to be as important as how heavy the stuff a saw can cut, I think. Because in real world practice, like, it just doesn't work like that. Like, you're not sitting there going block after block. Like, you're moving things, you're kicking things around, things are in your way, you got to readjust yourself, you got to roll things around, you know, like, all that stuff takes time, right? So but what you won't be doing, like, one thing about this saw is, like, you only put it down when you need to put gas on it or swap out a chain. So when you think about it like that, that's a, you know, a big heavy saw, you use it for 5 minutes, you still got a half tank left and you got to put it down and take a break, because the thing weighs over 20 pounds, right? So this is well under 20 pounds. It's a beautiful saw so far. Now, mind you, this is only the second week with it, but that said, probably Monday, out of the $2,001 that I spent on all my saw equipment, the two saws, the wedges, all the other stuff that I got with the oil and all that, the extra chains, all that, I've already made like 420 bucks so far in like a couple of days work with it. So they will recoup themselves fast. So money well spent, I think. But it makes me think about what my next saws are going to be.